Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today guys, we are playing Goblins. I really like the Lorwyn Eclipse set and I wanted to make something happen with these beautiful little goblins. We are playing black and red and we have quite a nice deck for today. Now what does the deck do? I mean, it's goblins, we are playing quite aggressive and we are tapping into our own creatures to gain a lot of value. We want to end the games rather quickly, but we do have some sustain for the late game, so let's talk about what we are doing. The deck is built around cards like Boggart, Cursecrafter. It is a Death Touch creature for 2 mana, it's a 2/3, and it says whenever another goblin you control dies, this creature deals a damage to each opponent. Really, really nice. We also have the Boggart Mischief, which says when this enchantment enters, you may blight 1, which means you gotta put a -1/-1 counter on one of your creatures. But if you do, you create 2 1/1 black and red goblin creature tokens, and when a goblin creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life, and you gain a life. So our goblins dying is not the worst in the world, because we want to put up early aggression, and if they destroy our goblins, then they will die eventually. That is the plan. I also have the Hexing Squelcher. I have 2 of them here, which means that when this thing is on the board, it's a 2/2 for 2, it can't be countered, and if you want to target it, you gotta pay 2 life, and all of your other creatures also have that ward, pay 2 life, and your spells can't be countered. It is a very nice little tech thing that allows you to end the game as well if the enemies decide to target your goblins. Again, we want to make them suffer for doing things to our little guys. I do have the mud button Curse Tosser, that's the name, for 1 black mana, 2/1, can not block, and we have to pay extra 2 or behold a goblin in order to get that on the battlefield. But let's be real, we are playing tribal, so we will always have the goblin to show the enemy. And the cool thing is, it is a 2/1, very aggressive for 1 mana, so we want to pump that out in turn 1, get some swings in, and if this guy dies, we destroy a target creature an opponent controls with power 2 or less. So it takes something with it in the early game. How do we make sure that this thing dies? I mean, we have Cinder Strike here, it deals 2 damage, and it has additional cost, an optional additional cost, that is Blight 1, which means we can put a -1/-1 counter on one of our creatures, which is usually the Curse Tosser. So it takes the goblin out, and if we pay the extra cost, instead of 2 damage, we deal 4 damage, which means we can target a bigger target and get another threat off of the battlefield. So it's basically a 2 for 2, and that's really good. On top of that, we do have another option to blight, and that is the Scuzzbag Scrounger. It works in 3 ways, actually. It's a quite aggressive creature for 2 mana, it's a 3/2, and at the beginning of my first main phase, I can blight 1, and if we do, we create a treasure. So it's another way to get rid of our Curse Tosser, to get the destruction value, and we can also ram with the guy to get our more expensive goblins out later. The goblin that I really do like, which I think is absolutely underrated, is Taster of Wares. In an aggressive deck like that, it is able to take away the enemy's hand and get rid of their valuables, so you can take over and let the enemies left with basically nothing and, you know, take their answers away from them. When a creature enters, target opponent reveals X cards from the hands, where X is the number of goblins you control, and you choose one of those cards. The player exiles it, and if it's a sorcery or instant, you can play it and you can spend mana of any type to cast a spell. That's really cool. I mean, it's not only things that you take away from them, but it also generates value for your aggressive deck. Keep in mind, we are running a bunch of cheap creatures, our hand will be empty relatively quickly, and stocking up on new things with the Taster of Wares is just great. In order to get more goblins that we can sacrifice, Howl Squad Heavy is fantastic. It is not a Lorwyn Eclipse card, but it's just very, very good. It's a 2/3 for 3 mana, it says start your engines, and it says all of my other goblins that I control have haste, which is relevant sometimes, but more importantly, at the beginning of combat on each of my turns, we create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That thing attacks each combat if able, or this combat if able, and at maximum speed, we get to pay, tap this for mana, which is sometimes also quite handy. The last few cards here, in order to keep our value going, are Grub the Storied Matriarch. I only have 2 of these here because it's legendary and we don't need it that much. Again, sometimes they are longer games, but not often. So we have a 2/1 with Menace here, and when Grub enters or transforms back, we can return up to 1 target goblin card from our graveyard to our hand, and at the beginning of our first main phase we can pay red, and then she transforms, still has Menace, and when she attacks, she can also blight, and if we do that, we create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of the blighted creature, and it has at the beginning of the end step Sacrifice. So sacrificing means we get more triggers for Drain, thanks to the Mischief. more from the Cursecrafter, so she brings in goblins, she lets goblins die, and all of that. It's beautiful. And then we also have the Grub's Command, which is our tribal sorcery here. We have 3 copies here, and we have a bunch of modes that we can choose from. We can create more goblins. It's a copy of a token. A token that's a copy of a goblin. All of our creatures get +1/+1 in haste. Sometimes it's nice to finish off the enemies when you have a bunch of goblins on the battlefield. We can destroy an artifact or a creature, and we can also mill 5 cards. Actually, target player can mill 5 cards. Could be handy at some point. And then puts each goblin card milled this way into their hand, which means we can stock up our hand with this spell quite nicely, since we mostly run goblins. The only thing that is not a goblin here is Cinder Strike. So using all of these for massive value is fantastic. And the last card, which is mentionable here, is the Champion of the Weird. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you behold a goblin and exile it, and then you can pay your life and blight 2 at any point. No, actually, as a sorcery. And force the enemy to also blight, which means you can destroy your own goblins in order to get some value out of the Mischief and the Cursecrafter, and make the enemy put -1/-1 counters on their units as well, which is absolutely fantastic to wipe the board and, yeah, get the last hits in that you need. My mana base is quite straightforward. We have 4 Blood Crypts, we have 1 Cavern of Souls for our goblins not to be countered. It's usually play 4 if you have them. I only have 1, therefore I want to have that. Again, not being countered in an aggressive deck is absolutely fantastic. Eclipse Realms, to choose Goblin, absolutely great, because again, the only other card that we have that is not a Goblin is Cinder Strike. We have the same thing with Secluded Courtyard, choose a creature type, and we, produce any mana for that creature type, and Multiversal Passage is also here, so that we have a bit more quality for our mana base. This is the build, everybody. That's the deck. I hope you have a lot of fun in the games that are coming now. If you have that, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have any suggestions of decks that I should build, then let me know down below in the comments. And now it's time to hit the battlefield. Alright, that looks like a pretty good starting hand. We got the Curse Tosser, we have the Cursecrafter and Taster of Wares. We even have Cinder Strike, but no red mana for it. I think it's fine though. Let's keep it. We can still use Cinder Strike later and, actually blight our Mud Button Curse Tosser if we want to. So let's behold the Goblin, so that they know what's coming. I'm such a nice guy. Hold on, 1 second real quick. Quickly tune the sound a little. Hold on. Better. Okay. So, we got a bat, we have some life gain action in the house. I wish I had red mana now, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna give the Courtyard the Goblin, so we can play the Cursecrafter. Even if they decide to block my Curse Tosser, I'm fine by it. That's alright. We're gonna drain a life, if you decide to do so, and you lose a creature, and I'm okay with it. Next round, we got the Taster of Wares, and depending on what the enemy shows us... Oh, interesting. What I wanted to say is we might want to try to take some removal for their creatures. There's the Pridemate. Oh, I wish I had red mana now. Come on. It is another Cinder Strike. Oh my god. As if it wanted to mock me. But okay, we have the Wares, the Taster of it. Show me what you got. So I gotta see 3 cards of the enemy's hand now. I can pick one of them, exile it, and if it's a sorcery or instant, I can play it if I want to. And mana can be spent as if it was any color. You got some removal. I need to really get rid of Ajani's Pridemate. There are 2 more. Alright. You only have 1 left. So this has Death Touch, so I guess we go in. Let's do it. Nice. My life total, by the way, is absolutely alright. We drain life every now and then, which means... Okay. We can take a bit of a beating. So you're sheltered by ghosts. Interesting. You got another Lurker Bat. Lots of life gain on your end. Didn't want to attack, I mean, obviously. Man, we do need that red mana for the Cinder Strike. It's kind of crazy that we cannot find it. Alright, let's think about this. I believe we're gonna threaten an attack. There you go. Problem is that they are gaining life like crazy. This is kind of the counter to my deck. I want to end this quickly. I want to close the game as quickly as possible. Okay. But here's the thing. I'm gonna get rid of one of the bats. There you go. And we have 2 goblins that can now threaten the Pridemate again, so it prevents them from attacking us. What you got? And if my goblins die, we're gonna drain their life. Yeah, you're taking it slow, which makes sense. But it's cool, because this deck, the enemy's deck, is quite an aggressive deck as well, and we are on the brakes. Sneaky little Leonardo. You're double striking me. Okay, so now they have something cool. Let's see. Double strike. During your turn, you may cast creature spells with power or toughness 1 or less from the graveyard. But they come in with a finality counter. Finally, we got the red mana. Yeah, I think I have to. The big problem is the double striker. We have 2 threats on the board. Okay, we paid it 2 life. I need to take a Ajani's Pridemate now, otherwise it will be too big later. So we're gonna deal 4, pay the ward. That's fine. Okay, we blight our Taster of Wares. No. We attack you. Yes. We'll blight you. We'll pay the ward. We get back our Boggart Cursecrafter, so that's good. Am I gonna attack here? I mean, the double strike is gonna be very nasty. I think I'm gonna hold up one of my goblins. Just in case. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna take away the enemy's lives. So important. Good news is we have 2 sources of drain, so if our goblins die... it's gonna be alright. There's the bat from the grave, yep. Man, they're getting big again. So we have to block this. Ow. And here's another problem. I really feel like we gotta get rid of Ajani's Pridemate again. So, how do we do it? This is not allowed to get big. The double strike is a problem, I know. But we could solve that problem with Grub's Command. Technically also on the Pridemate later. So, I'm gonna always get the Mud Button Curse Tosser out. Let's behold a Goblin, it doesn't matter which one. Autoplay, please. Sure. Here's a Goblin. Now, how do we Cinder Strike this? I feel like preventing the recurrence of the Lurker Bat is what I want. So I think we Cinder Strike here. With Blight. Get rid of Leo. Get rid of you. Alright, so get rid of the hair, because whenever another creature enters, you gain a life, and that grows the Ajani's Pridemate. That's not cool. There you go, take that away. Drain you. We get rid of Leo. We are good. Question. How much do you like your Pridemate? Let's see. He's gonna eat it, right? He has nothing, that's the cool thing. We have the card advantage right now. You want to? I'll take it. Honestly, that's fine by me. Totally fine. Cool, you got 2 bats. And a hawk. All of them have lifelink. So I think... Ooh. Ooh, that is nice. Actually, is it though? I mean, it's a card that does nothing except for being a goblin on the board. I want to trade. Let's go. Attack. It's fine. If they block, I'd be happy. Do not, which is also alright. Again, we have the board. We are not taking any cards, sadly. Should I have waited? I don't think so. No, we could always make a copy and take anything away from them. They have a Ley Line of Hope now. That's not gonna do anything, because they will never get to 7 or more life than their starting total, right? Anyways, let's keep punching these. I think in the end we will win this race. Okay, light here. So technically we have lethal, but they still have lifelink. 7 versus 13, there's the final land. Oh my god. So now we need to do some math here, because we can get +1/+1 in haste. We can also generate another goblin. Okay, that would be, hold on, 6. That would be 12. That would be 14. They can block 1, we drain 2, we win. Alright. So here's what we do. We create a copy. We get +1/+1 in haste. I hope that I didn't whiff here. The other thing is I could take away their blocker. And they also take a life. Hold on. So what do we have? That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5 is 12. That's not enough. So I hope my math wasn't off. We create a copy. We get +1/+1 in haste. Ooh. I can make a copy of this one as well. But I needed to blight in order to do it. Nah, it's fine. Okay. Target player. Me. Alright, guys. Get big. Attack. Math is for blockers. Let's go. We still have the board after that. Alright, you take that. Correct. Correct, they have the life gain and we don't even lose a unit. That makes sense. Totally makes sense. Still, what you gonna do was the right play anyways. Now, if we would lose goblins, even with the life gain, we would drain them to death. 1 hawk. 1 bat. 1 bat. No. The other bat. This one. Cool. Oh, perfect. Let's go. Even more goblins and all attack. I love that so much. So, you're gonna try to not let one of my gobbies die and take the other one that deals the most damage. Minus... all of that. You still have it. But you're still so much on the back foot, my man. And that's how we win. Alright, first game done. Let's go over to the next one and see how this will go down. Alright, guys, second game. We do have the Curse Tosser, the Cursecrafter. We have the Squelcher as well. That's really nice. All the mana sources that we would need. I'd say we are definitely good to go here. So. Oh, you're a red player. That's kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. I don't know. We're gonna start with good old Curse Tosser into Cursecrafter, I believe. Could go Squelcher. Actually, yes. Because if they really want to get rid of my units with their burn spells, then I want them to cost it. Black and red. FOMO. When a creature enters, discard a card and draw a card. Whenever this creature attacks for the first time each turn, there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Untap it. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Combat phase. Not bad. Does it mean I'm gonna change my idea here? Maybe. What did you drop? Oh, big dinosaur, you're a Reanimator. I see. I think we have to be kind of fast with this. So, this is a proactive deck. I'm not gonna play the Squelcher then. I'm gonna go with the Cursecrafter. Sure. Give me another Goblin here. Okay, so even if you block, which you will probably not do. Will you? You will? Okay, even if you block, I'm gonna drain a life. And your FOMO is gone. Power 2 or less. Cool. And here's the thing, we could actually play Grub right now. Getting our Curse Tosser back. There's 3 damage. That's fine. Oh, I could be more aggressive. Man, this is so crazy. I love it. I love it. Let's be aggressive. I want to have a lot of goblins on the board because I want to take their reanimation away from them with my Taster of Wares. So, more gobbles means more card choices. Lattice. Whenever it enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Craft with 1 or more dinosaurs. You get a Mastercrafted Raptor. That's power is equal to the total power of exiled card to use to craft it. That's nice. You have a bunch of dinos in the bin already. Not bad. Not bad at all. Costs 5 to craft. You could have it. So, what now? How do we do this? Taster of Wares is not enough to get all the cards, so they can keep one away from me. I think this is a mountain. It's probably a good idea to do it anyways. Yeah. Absolutely. Get away the card advantage. I need to. So they can either build a very big dinosaur robot here. Or whatever they do there. So taking away a land might be a good idea. 3 damage to creature or planeswalker is a problem. This is Rakdos joins up. Return target creature card from a graveyard to the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters. Yeah, I guess we'll take that away. And we stay aggressive. They're down to 9. No reanimation for you. You could still build your dino robot. Or maybe not. Maybe we have enough. Beautiful. So, next game. This is interesting. We have all the Scuzzbag Scroungers in the hand. And 1 Boggart Mischief. I am not sure if this is good, but we have a good mana base. And speaking of mana, man, we would have so many treasures. I'd say we're gonna try this. I hope that we can find Grub's command. So, I think this is not gonna be as explosive as the other ones. But hey, let's go. Still have a 3-2 in turn 2. I mean, it's damage. Depending on what the enemies are giving us. Alright. We're playing against Control, and I have a feeling that this is not gonna end well. Alright, I got another one. Yeah, all my creatures, take them away. Ay. Yeah, blue-white Control is gonna eat us. Probably. You got another Seam Rip. The Glimmer. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Unlock costs 1 less. Interesting. Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, I see where you're going. Also lifelink. Interesting. But here's the thing. I got another one. Let's get a swap. And just tapped. Okay. So I'm threatening their Glimmer, which is good. They have another one, so the enchantments are even less expensive. Holy moly. What's next? Another Shelter by Ghost. That's alright. I mean, they're running out of fuel, but they have a board state which is quite dangerous to us, and we have nothing anymore. Okay, that's something. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna give him 3 life because I have to attack. Oh, it hurts. Yep. It's the opposite of what I want. Nice. Okay. What now? I think the next goblin that the heavy is producing, I'm gonna just blight for the Mischief. So that we are not running into their life gain. Problem is that 6 damage on the board and I'm already at 17. So I'm gonna be down to 11 and it's probably gonna go real bad from that point on. Okay, they've got Stoles now. Yep. I'm not gonna block, no, thank you. I need my dude. What's the other side of the room? Creatures you control have base power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. And you can unlock that next round. That is a problem. Oh, it's at the beginning of combat, not at the beginning of main phase. Okay, so I cannot even do it. Unless they don't block. Which they might not do, actually. Because they probably want to keep their doll. I mean, they have 30 life. I need to figure this out in a different way. I could have attacked with the heavy, but I don't feel it. Okay. Gotta drain you. And I think I'm gonna also bring the other one out. Sure. Let's do it like this. We got 4 goblins. Got some blockers. And we are starting to drain. Ghostly dancers. Okay, you got some pretty cool things here. Everything's flying. No, actually not. Only these 2. Alright, let's see. We got 6 damage, 7 damage, 7 damage. I don't think I can actually handle this. It's way too much. And also, they are gaining so much life. I have my goblins. Again. The drain is there. Okay. I kind of hope that they have a board sweeper. And I want it. Come on. Give me split up. Gremlin Tamer, Eerie. Whenever enchantment you control enters, you create a gremlin. Okay, yeah, makes sense. It's part of the deal. You create a goblin. You have to attack. Everything else, stay at home. You want it? I thought so. Okay, do we have one more round? It looks really bad. We have to block with everything now. Okay, you go. You. And you. Yep. Hold on. No. Later. Okie dokie. This is Bridget. I'll be playing against Kithkin here. That would be kind of funny. Opponent goes first, which is kind of alright. We have the Cinder Strike. We do have the heavy at turn 3 only. Kind of hope that we find another goblin, but let's see. You're surveilling? You are Reanimator. You keep. Well then, I make a mountain. I don't know, maybe Cinder Strike is not the call here. Maybe we should go with the Requiting Hex because of the fact that it's instant. Still, I like this card. The ability to blight is kind of nice. And sometimes 4 damage is better than destroying a creature with mana value 2, you know? Again, nothing. Weird. Let's get a goblin out of here. You're not countering anything, right? Right? Black and blue would never do that. Spell snare, they got it. Okay, fair enough. I mean, next round is the heavy. I would say we play a swamp. Another counter spell. It's not the end of the day having our goblins in the graveyard, because we have some graveyard synergy. Behold the dragon. Alright. Mm-hmm. It looks like you got dragons. Oh, you have this, probably this, what's it called? The one that draws cards as well as an omen. But hey. We have more where those came from. I just need to stick something on the board. How many counter spells could they possibly have? There we go. There's my goblin. That's good. Thank you. What are you waiting for? You got some kind of creature interaction. Or what? Some instant card drop? Maybe. I am waiting. You take damage. We could play Grub's Command and get another heavy on the board and fill our hand with a bunch more goblins from the graveyard, potentially. Depending on if they deploy a creature on the battlefield, that might be a good idea. Or we go Taster of Wares and use the command later on the Taster of Wares. Also pretty nice. So wait, that was 2 more, so we play this untapped. Just in case they have another one of those, and I'll play the Taste of Wares. Do you like it? They're thinking. Maybe I should have attacked first, which would have given us another goblin potentially. At the same time, they could have taken away my creatures. We're gonna force them to do something now. It's a careful player. They're thinking very carefully about every single step. 3 steps ahead, they didn't like it. I mean, we drew that counterspell. That's really good. And we drew it now before they could even use the extra spree to draw some more cards. What now? The Hex? Fair enough. So we are grinding through their life. That's pretty good. I think next round we have to actually make some decisions. We could, yeah, we could get to max speed, which gives us the ability to add mana for each goblin we control. We might want to have that mana. Or we are aggressive now and play Grub's Command. I'm actually afraid of a counterspell that makes us pay more. That's the thing. You know what? I play around that. We have 2 mana open. We're gonna blight our heavy. If that thing resolves. Another 3 steps ahead, but without the extra spree. I mean, I'll take it. I'm actually happy that we didn't play Grub's Command now, because we are draining them off of their resources. And now we are at maximum speed. Which means we can afford the extra mana from the Hull Squad heavy. So, what is Grub's Command gonna do? I think I want another heavy. And I think I want to mill cards and get some goblins into my hand. That would be optimal. There's Grub herself. Huh. I could play Grub and get the Mischief back. Or the Taster of Wares. Or the heavy for more aggression. I mean, I love the options that we got here. I think it is Grub. Yeah, absolutely. Because if Grub doesn't stick, if she's getting countered, I'm gonna just play Grub's Command and we go nuts. She's here. Okay, now we gotta make some decisions again. I think I'm gonna take the heavy. I mean, why not? Yeah, I don't think they have so many sweepers in their deck. They are very spotty with their removal, with their counter. There's nowhere to run. Okay, what's your target? It's fine. We got the mana. I'm gonna resolve that. We play the other heavy. We still have haste on everything. So Grub's gonna hit you. Sure. I think it makes the most sense right now. I could have played the command. Maybe they have another counterspell open. I don't, or they don't want to play it. More goblins. What now? Okay. Let's say... Here comes the pain train. End turn. Nice. They're down to 5. Even if they have 1 spot removal, we have lethal. And that is the end of that. Nice. We played around counters. And another one. Nice. Curse Tosser into Cursecrafter. We have the Mischief. We have the command. This is looking awesome. Let's go. So, my friend. Here's the pain. I really like this card. It speaks aggression. Left and right. So, in we go with the good old Cursecrafter. And we're gonna attack. There's no stick, so they don't have anything right now. They're playing black. Discard. Black and green. Do we see Badger Mole Cups here? I should exile a creature I control and my graveyard. Okay. Kinda pains me to get rid of this, but alright. I'll do it. Let us attack first. For maximum value. And I think we go this way. Let's get the courtyard out and then Mischief our own Cursecrafter. To get even more goblins. So if they die now, we're gonna drain for 2 already. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Not bad at all. 1/3 Death Touch. I would say I'm gonna offer a trade here. Take the damage, it's fine. Next round we can play Grob's Command and... Changeling? You wanna pay life? I see. Yeah, this Changeling destroys artifacts and enchantments. Interesting. 2/3. 2/3, you say? I will play the Grob's Command now, but... What's the mode? I think copying a Cursecrafter might not be a bad idea. I could destroy a creature. You may pay life equal to its power if you do put that many +1/+1 card. You want to pay life? I mean, I'm okay with that, actually. Let's get that in here. Fine. Alright. Okay, we're gonna copy. And we're gonna get some more goblins. Thank you. That is a bunch of goblins. Alright, I'll take it. Attack, sure. Thank you. The drain. Very nice. We have another Grob's Command, so why not? And all the Mischief in the world. So I think it is draining time. I could think about the Taster of Wares to take some things away, but they're missing lands, it seems. Yeah. More Death Touch, even. Okay. Draw a card, lose a life. I mean, sure. The Dread Knight. They found their land. Okay, so they have 4 cards in hand. How do we play this? You know what? I think I want to drain them as much as possible right now. This is how we end it. I don't even care what they have in hand, unless it's a sweeper. But I feel just deploying all the Mischief in the world is a good idea. This drains for 3. I'm gonna also already start it. And I'd say we will attack with nobody. Because we don't have to. That's the thing. Yeah, next round we could really play Grub's Command and get the +1/+1 in haste, get another copy of a Goblin if we want to. We could destroy one of their blockers. There's so many options here. The Bloodletter. If an opponent would lose life during your turn, they lose twice as much instead. Okay. I don't think you have it already. Oh, down to 5. Cool. I'd say, I think we go for it. Sure. Okay, we're gonna create a copy, and we're gonna get rid of the bat. So, copy Goblin you control, this one here, that one there. We all attack. Goodbye. That's how we do it. God, I love these goblins. It's just so much fun to play with them. It doesn't even matter if your creatures die, because you actually like that. So we have the Curse Tosser, the Cursecrafter, we have the Scrounger if we want to. I think our early game is already set. I don't need to take any damage here, so... Get the Courtyard in there, Behold the Goblin, which is gonna be you, my friend. There we go. We could also play the Scrounger next round, in case we need the Blight in order to get rid of our Curse Tosser and destroy something that is power 2 or less. Let's see. What are you? You're an Explorer. When a creature enters, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hands. You're a bouncy boy. It's a Murfolk deck. I see. Yeah, that's nice for you. Let me think about this. You know, if you wanna block the Curse Tosser, it's fine. Murfolk really like to build a wide board, and they have lots of synergies with one another. Yeah. Therefore, I think I want to take the risk of losing my unit in a suboptimal way. Okay, there we go. I think I want this enter tapped and play the Scrounger. But let's offer a trade first. See what they do. Made up your mind? You take it, that's perfect. That means we play the Scrounger now and we threaten the destruction of your scout next round. By blighting my Curse Tosser and triggering its effect. We also get a treasure out of there, so we can play both the Scrounger and the Taster of Wares for, what is it gonna be, 4 then? Yeah, no blocks. Can take a look at 4 cards. Yeah, let's do that. Goodbye. Thank you. Sure. I'll make a... Doesn't matter really. Should have maybe played the Curse Tosser, honestly. I'm not sure. But okay. Made a decision now. Taste of Wares. Show me what you got. I want to see 4 cards. Unless you counter that somehow. This deck goes so much forward. So, instant or sorceries we can play, everything else would be just exiled. Fair enough. Okay, into the Floodmaw. Tapped fish, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Instead, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. I need to read these real quick. Okay, that's a +1/+1 counter. When this creature enters, untap each other Murfolk. As long as you attack with 3 or more Murfolk this turn, they get +1/+ something. Whenever another 1 or more non-token Murfolk you control become tapped, create a... This needs to go. Thank you. I don't think that Into the Floodmaw would have helped me here. Attack. Should I have been aggressive? I mean, I'm playing Goblins. I know. Am I doing it wrong? Am I goblining wrong by not getting my Scrounger into the fight as well? Another scout. They don't hit the land, which is actually quite good for us. I kind of feel bad for them. It also has flash. It does. I don't want any of these treasure tokens. There's no need for it. 5 mana is your cap. This can be a swamp. And it's tapped. So would they recover from me attacking with everything? Interesting. I think I want to give him some choices here. Let's be real. We are goblins. We want to end this. We want to do it now. Yeah, sure. You got your sacrificial lamb here. It's fine. Good. Down to 8. We have 2 triggers. Down to 6 now. And we have this guy. Gonna behold a goblin. That's a goblin. Alrighty. So now we're top decking. The thing is, I cannot let them build up their board. It is just not allowed. This is very good. So we drain if they decide to block. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Down to 3. And nothing on the board. If only I attacked with my other creature earlier, it would have already been over, huh? Okay. We got it. Nice. Alright, guys. I got one more. Let's do it. I'm having way too much fun with this deck. It's just great. So, we have to do one more. If you have any build suggestions, by the way, leave a comment down below if you want me to play something that you have in mind. I am open for it. That's not optimal. But we have the command and we have treasure generation. Let's try it out. I think we have to actually get the treasures on the board quite quickly. And then see where we can go from there. Sure, it doesn't matter. We're gonna just open with the swamp and we're kind of putting a veil over our hand, not telling them what we have. Is it still the Scrounger or do we go with the Curse Tosser? Let's get the bigger creature on the board. And then we're gonna decide. Now I'm not too sure if I really want to create the treasures anymore. Depends on what they bring. They're playing red and blue, so I probably get the value out of my Scrounger. That 1 point of damage is probably not gonna be as valuable as a treasure. Yeah, we don't survive. Oh, we got lessons! Okay. You know what? Let's make him pay then. They'll probably quench me here, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Because I'm uncounterable. Can't counter that. Alright. You tapped it in the absolute best way possible. I needed that to be open. So I could also play the Curse Toss. Okay. Here you go. Behold a Goblin. Oh wait, spells you control can't be countered. This guy also says that. Never mind. We're fine. So, if they want to burn my Gobbos yet again, they gotta pay for it with their own life. That's right. Also says spells you control can't be countered. It's pretty strong. You want to burn that? What you got? Got a 1/1. Goblin. Goblin can't be blocked. Whenever Goblin deals combat damage, he connives. And then for 4 mana, transform Goblin into Fleam. Flying Menace, 3/3. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to the mana cost. Alrighty then. I think I want to get rid of that guy. Can't be blocked, you say, huh? What is conniving again? When the creature connives, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard it, then online put a +1/+1 card. Yeah, we need to get rid of that, and quickly. So, how do we do it? I mean, first of all, realms into Goblin, sure. I will attack you. You will probably not block anything, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. We have to champion the other Squelcher out of my hand, I believe. There we go. And now we're gonna Blight too. Target an opponent. Yep, good. We Blight our own champion. Yeah, you also got a Blight too now. Which gets rid of Goblin. And turn. I'm really hoping for another land next round. Because the creature only champions a Goblin when it's cast. If we make a copy of it, we have another 5/5 that can just drain enemies. Not drain them, but you know, blight them. 4 damage. Alright. So my spells can't, or can be countered again. You're using a lot of resources. Cool. Don't think it's the command right now. I think it's a Squelcher. We're gonna make him pay. I think the ward cost is what ends the game quickly here. Nothing. Nothing? Well. They're at 12. I mean, we're gonna copy a Squelcher. And then what? +1/+1 in haste? I don't feel it. That would be quite a good chunk of damage, though. Let me see. Okay, so we would deal 9 damage total. You know? I think that's it. Target Goblin Eye Control, target player. What you gonna do? I have 9. You wanna target something? That's alright. Alright. So each target costs him 4. And then the next one is 2, which is exactly his life total. That's what I'm talking about. And we also have 2 on the board. Uh-huh. And we got it! Hell yeah. Precision. Oh my god. And we're ranking up again. That's cool. I mean, not quite, but almost. Guys, that has been it for today. I hope you enjoyed these little goblins. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.